Hello, JennyEason here. I am entitling this Pursuits of Vengeance and Fury, which led to a labyrinth of discovery. In researching our land and all of the layers of civilization that is beneath, the issues of altars that have been found became very intriguing. Thugs, the deities of vengeance, make demands that altars of blood sacrifice are set up. Our land is polluted and desecrated by all of the altars that we know nothing about. The sacred groves, the gardens and labyrinths, the sacred mounds that they tell us are all based on mythology. Many of us are beginning to question the definition of mythology. I stumbled on some mythology about a prince named Orestes. And this is when I unexpectedly came across a revelation about why it is not a good idea to pursue revenge. A society in which human sacrifices are done in retaliation for vengeance and humiliation. So there are altars all over. Orestes had a sister who the father had sacrificed just to receive favor and fortune. And Orestes and his sister were no strangers to shenanigans. They once stole a statue of Diana from a temple. And the cascade of revenge began with the mother killing their father for sacrificing the daughter, Orestes' sister. Then Orestes takes his revenge against his mother by having her killed and her lover killed. And that act led to Orestes being pursued by what's called the Furies. The Furies are described as female demons, very ancient, that are demons of vengeance, agents of torment. They are said to chase and pursue, demanding blood vengeance. These Furies are also referred to as Aranes and crones, which are also seen as hags or old ladies that stir, raise, and excite strife. Now, something that really gave me pause in researching these Furies is that a formulaic oath invokes them to take vengeance on men and anyone that has sworn a false oath. So they are the embodiment of the act of self-cursing contained in the oath. So I look at that as not living up to one's end of a bargain, an oath, agreement, covenant that one makes with the Dark Kingdom that unleashes these torments. And they are said to be so many that they're not numbered, but they have identified 3 that they describe in a lot of literature. And they are said to be the daughters of Nyx, Nyx, the goddess of the night. And she is the mother of the 3, they say, which represents sleep, hypnos, death, thanatos, and darkness, erebos. They say that Nyx is so fierce that she was said to be feared by Zeus. So if Zeus was afraid of her, oh my. She is born out of chaos. And a cosmetics company is named after her. Isn't that curious and a coincidence? And another account says that they emerged from the drops of blood that fell to the earth, Gaia, when Kronos castrated his father, Uranus. A lot of times we will see Kronos in depictions where he is consuming children. So here he is with Cupid clipping his wings. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'll be hanging out in museums anymore. No, thank you. What they refer to as the 3 maiden goddesses are identified as Electo, which represents endless anger, Megera, which represents jealous rage, and Tisiphone, that represents vengeful destruction. So these are the wrathful goddesses. And that makes me think of the term, hell hath no fury as a woman scorned. There are cults and sanctuaries that are dedicated to the Furies called the August. So there are shrines and altars and mysterious rites that are dedicated to these dreaded revenge goddesses that hide behind a savage veil. They are severe and strong and very swift. Don't think that just because they are seen as hags that they're not swift. So if anyone readily conspires with them, that wrath turns on the person. That is why this has been such a revelation and a warning, because I, for one, am someone that has to pray about my own temper and anger. I definitely got a sobering revelation about the dangers of coming into agreement with these goddesses of vengeance and making covenants, in essence, with these entities to seek vengeance on those that have wronged us. A lot of times we don't realize the power and the force behind these ancient entities that we open ourselves up to when we enter into these covenants. And the land is so polluted, so soaked in blood. So what's the answer? How do we clean the land when so many layers of civilization is beneath the surface? So many altars. I want to thank you for watching this video. I will cover the topic of altars and the land, as well as share an experience I had when I traveled to Jekyll Island. So I want to thank you and take good care.